Welcome to the Association Post-Up. I'm MJ Acosta-Ruiz here in Los Angeles with 16.5-year NBA vet Robin Lopez and two-time championship coach David Fizdale. Guys, what a night. We had two streaking teams in Charlotte. The Knicks riding a 7-game win streak and the Hornets buzzing, and I will not 15-7 in fast break points. New York's 7-game win streak has come to an end. So an impressive showing from these Hornets. Was this a statement by Charlotte to the Knicks and to the rest of the teams in the East? And what did they say with this win, Coach?
I do think it was a statement because both teams are playing phenomenal. Like basically the same record over 30 games, right? So they're both playing hot teams. What I thought Charlotte did today was they exposed where the Knicks are weakest, right? They picked on Brunson on the defensive end. They're switching, forced every shot to be a tough shot. So although they didn't turn the Knicks over a ton, every shot was a contested jump shot, which led to them getting out on fast breaks. Where I saw a real weakness with the Knicks right now is if Jalen Brunson isn't penetrating the paint, no one else on their team can break a guy down one-on-one and get by him. Where LaMelo can get by anybody in the world, Brandon Miller touches the paint anytime he wants. Knipple's touching the paint. The Knicks have to figure out how they're going to get more paint touches when the playoffs come around because literally everybody's just going to switch.
Right.
That's the defense of the playoffs. And if teams like this who have multiple guys that can guard the ball start running into them, that could end up being a real problem for the Knicks.
For a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure.
The Knicks. But we really were watching this team, especially in the early outs of the season, saying, oh, how fun. Now
it ain't funny,
they're forcing us to pay attention to what they've done because they've really just flipped a switch. How did they do that, Robin?
I think I don't know if they've really flipped a switch. You know, they've been playing this way. This is how they've been playing since January. I remember 2 weeks ago, I was sitting next to Chris Haynes, and I said, I think they're going to take a playoff series against Detroit. In the back of my mind, I wasn't super confident in that, but I did believe that. And in real time, just with the consistency of their play, the way they're blowing these teams out of the gym over these past 3 months, I honestly believe that. I believe if they step in the gym with any Eastern Conference team, they can win the series. Yeah. Two weeks ago, it was like, maybe. They might be able to.
Listen, I know one thing. Detroit and Boston, like, keep winning, baby.
Right.
Keep on moving up.
We'll
see you in the second round.
Right, exactly that.
You don't want to play a team that's like this, you know, in the first round. You know, you don't want to play Atlanta in the first round the way they're playing basketball right now. And so those you worked so hard to get the #1 seed, #2 seed on court, and then you don't want that to be your gift. And so Charlotte's actually helping those teams by continuing to win and moving up in the standings.
That's true. I was talking about them, you know, getting in
playing
the
Detroit, the AC. That's changed.
5-6 is well in reach for them.
It's real.
And it keeps ticking upward for sure for them. So, I mean, I think without a doubt the most dangerous team in the East.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. You know, they don't have fear. They know it's like they're playing with house money.
Why should they? They're not supposed to be there right now. They're ahead of schedule.
It's house money, literally house money, and so they're just going out there and just balling. But the thing is, they're doing it with a real discipline and a maturity, and they're following the system. They're competing. They're physical. They're tough. And so, you know, even knowing that, I listened to Brandon Miller at halftime. Going into this game, they knew they had to match him physically, and he brought that up during halftime. And so, you know, they are understanding game plans and scouting reports and opponents. And so, yeah. I'm with you. They are scary.
Who did you say they could take on and beat in the
playoffs? I think specifically when Chris Haynes and I were talking, it was the Pistons.
Well, glad you mentioned them because they were facing the Pelicans tonight. So let's get you over to those highlights and see how that one unfurled. Unraveled?
A bird unfurled.
That could work.
Unfurled.
Yeah. I like that. There's Zion, ready to go. Midway through the first quarter.
Lord, have mercy.
He unfurls toward.
That's scary to watch. Second quarter now.
Tell y'all, watch this guy down the stretch. You're going to see a whole bunch of new offense from him. I mean, look at that footwork from the elbow.
So you saw that footwork from Tobias Harris?
Oh, he went in his bag on that one. That's his workout stuff in the summer. His workout guy in the summer got him doing these drills.
Yeah, 100%. And it's paying off.
Yes, it is.
All right, we move on to the third quarter now.
Look at this guy.
Duren.
Give it back.
Back to our guy.
That's their big
He's so skilled. He's so skilled, man. I'm telling you.
Here we go. A little later in the third.
Even
Herder from deep.
Shooting. Uh-oh. And this kid's been playing fantastic without Kate.
So. Wow.
They're two littles. This is what they were hoping for. Can they find another guy that can play make? And you know, Jenkins and Sasser have both been doing a great job of that. Look at this guy.
Yeah. Duren with the one-handed slam here in the fourth. And Jenkins again.
Three ball. He is playing with a lot of confidence.
Your final, 129 to 108.
Cade, who?
Pistons sweep Pelicans in a season series for the second consecutive year. Detroit is 10-3 in games that Jenkins starts this season. New Orleans is 5-5 in their last 10 games. All right. Joining us now on the Association Post-Up after a huge win, please welcome in friend of the show and one of the biggest pieces to the Hornets' amazing turnaround this season, Brandon Miller. Welcome back.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
You know, you're all wrapped up. We appreciate you taking the time here. So let's get to it because you finished this game with 21 points and 8 boards to help your team win their 5th straight against a tough Knicks squad. Can you take us through how you guys pulled out this tough game despite that late push in the end by New York?
Definitely. You know, we knew it was going to be a tough battle, you know, going into this game. We knew, you know, Brunson, you know, could get going early. So just limit his, you know, touches and just play, you know, with our physicality and just play it to our strengths, which is in transition. You know, I feel like we got the stops that we needed, you know, down the stretch just to, you know, get our team going. And, you know, of course, we executed the game plan. So, you know, as long as we have this this mindset of executing the game plan, you know, coming out with the most intensity every game, I think it puts us in the best position to win.
I just wanted to let you know, Brandon, I've been a huge fan of you guys all season long. I've been telling everybody on the set, the whole team, you know, I'm a Hornets booster. And one of those big reasons.
Coach him up in there.
Of course, you know, I got you. But one of those big reasons, of course, is how well you guys shoot the three. Khan's leading the league in three-pointers made. Melo is third year, top 25. Can you explain how you guys are able to generate such great shots from three so frequently?
Definitely. You know, I think we pass up, you know, good shots for great ones. I think we stick with that mindset. You know, Khan, of course, is leading in 3 points. You know, we have Melo, which is another great shooter. Myself, I'm an all-right shooter. And then we
better than all right.
Added some new pieces. Kobe White. You know, I think that kind of helped us out a lot. You know, his, you know, vet guard. You know, leading us in that second group. I think that's, you know, great for us and in the long run. So just having guys like that, you know, it does nothing but make the job easier.
Love it. Love it. I love how unselfish. I love the way you guys move the ball around.
Yeah, it's mature. You guys really take a mature approach to who gets to score. Like, the great shot gets to score, and I love watching that. Now, I said this about you a couple weeks ago, and I really mean this. I deeply believe you are one of the most complete players in the NBA right now. Not waiting to get older, not waiting for your turn. I watched you play in college all the way to now. You are not lacking in any area to me, and it's super impressive. I like how you apply it. Tell me about this. I look at you guys, and everybody's, you know, in awe of what you're doing. I'm waiting for you guys to get to the playoffs, and what people are saying is, well, they haven't been there. They are immature. They haven't played any playoff games. They haven't been in any wars. What's your approach to that kind of language, and when people say that about you guys, and how are you guys going to conquer that?
We love talk like that. You know, all we can do is control what we can control. You know, we can go out every night and compete at the highest level with any team on any night given. So just having that mindset of just going in and not letting everything be easy for the opposing teams. You know, I got to give a shout out to the fans tonight. They, you know, came up and showed out. You know, usually New York games are not like this, and you know, I applaud Charlotte fans tonight just for, you know, helping us get this win.
Now, Brandon, you invited us to Charlotte last time you came on the show.
Come on,
when Rudy
invite's
Gay
still
and
open.
Chris
Invite
Gay
still
were
is
here.
open.
We
I
coming.
just wanted we were part of that invite as well.
Of
'cause,
course,
you know,
the invite is still open for everybody who wants to come see.
Yeah,
The
I wanna
Charlotte
be there.
team.
I want to see
We're
that
out
playoff
there.
crowd. I want to
That's
see that
it.
playoff crowd. I don't want to put.
on.
I ain't gonna say. I don't want to talk too much crap, Brandon. But the last time y'all actually was a playoff team, we knocked y'all out when I was in Miami with
Wow,
the Heat.
Coach.
So
Wow,
I'm just
Coach.
saying.
It's all good. It's all
I'm
good.
just saying.
We got some new talent here now.
Thank you. That's
we're
what
gonna
I'm
be
talking
good.
about.
Hey, just remind Kimba of that when you see him. Just let him know Coach Fizz just wanted to let him know that. But you guys are going to have that place rocking in the playoffs. I can't wait to see
Oh,
it.
man. Brandon, thanks for your
yeah.
time. We appreciate you. Go
Thank
get
you.
some rest, and good luck the rest of the way.
I appreciate y'all.
Awesome.
Thanks, Brandon. Incredible.
so
All
good.
right, coming up, we've got more highlights to come, including a back and forth in Orlando between DeMar DeRozan and Paolo Banchero. Don't go anywhere. The Association Post-Up. We'll be right back.
That boy is a baller. I'm
So
telling you.
good. What?